Hello, today we are making Chuncheon Makguksu. Chuncheon is a city in Gangwon province in Korea. It is in a lots of mountain area, and they can grow this buckwheat very easily, and that's part of the reason this makguksu is very famous. The makguksu means just made noodle. Like there's different theories out there, but that's what they are all going for. So just made a noodle from Chuncheon. Let's make it. So first of all, I will show you what's the difference between buckwheat noodle and then just regular noodle. So most of the time we're using this white wheat noodle, but today we are making Chuncheon Makguksu, which is Chuncheon noodle. So I will put this white noodle aside for next time, and I'm using this buckwheat noodle. So Chuncheon is part of Gangwon province. It has lots of mountain, and as I said in the intro, so they usually easily grow this buckwheat. So that's how this noodle are popular, because they can grow easily. So first what we do is making noodle. So you boil the water, and I just put the noodle into boiling water, and you can just give them a little stir like what you do in a pasta. So I don't necessarily put any salt or oil because it takes only like 2 minutes or so. Depends on, but it doesn't go over 8 minutes like a regular pasta. So you need to keep an eye on it. And this one tend to overboil very easily. So you always put your cold water beside you. So when they start to overboil it, then you can just pour the cold water. So you can control the little bit of heat. So let's see. So in Korea, they can also serve in actually on the tray. So they call tray noodle, Jangbanguksu. So all different type of name out there, but we just go for, like I especially like this type of it. So I'm making makguksu, Chuncheon Makguksu. But you will see all different type of noodle in there, and all different ingredients. Okay, so when they start to overboil, so I'll just wait for a little bit, and then they start to come up. Then I will pour over the cold water. So I will just put a little bit of cold water. So let it cook. And then when they start to boil again, then that's done. So when your noodle is bring back to boil, then you're done, and put it into the cold ice water. So you shock your noodle, so make sure your noodle doesn't overcook. It's very similar to pasta. And you just cool it down. Just make sure everything is cooled. So about 30 seconds to minute or so. And then you just strain. And put aside. The colors get really darker and it looks great. So next, we put the noodle aside and let's make a sauce. So I do this sauce for my bibimbap as well. So we can use any kind of a mixed dishes, like a mixed vegetable, mixed noodle, and mixed rice dishes. We can use all, and little bit different. So I will put a little more different ingredient, but first we have gochujang. So let's say make it enough for 4 people. So each person has 1 tablespoon. So 4 tablespoons of gochujang. Put aside. Same amount of soy sauce. And the sugar, same amount. So far, 1 part of gochujang, the hot pepper paste, 1 part of soy sauce, 1 part of sugar, and 1 part of gochugaru, hot pepper flake, so 4 tablespoons. So this is for 4 people. So if you want to make all by yourself, just using 1 tablespoon each. And don't forget the garlic. So also 1 part, so 4 tablespoons. So if you don't like garlic so much, oh, I'm not a big fan of it, just cut it down like as you desire. But definitely I will go for it. And you have a pear. So ground pear. If you don't have a pear, you can use apple. Or if you don't have apple or pear, you can skip it. But definitely makes really good taste. But not like must. So if you don't have, don't worry, you don't have to use it. So 8 tablespoons of pear. Done. And vinegar. So 1 part of vinegar. So 4 tablespoons. And I put plum sauce. This is a plum syrup. It's more likely not like a plum sauce we can buy at the grocery shop. This is more like a plum syrup from Korea. So you can go to a Korean store, you can buy it. So you can ask for there is a plum syrup, then they will let you know. But if you don't have this one, you can put the regular syrup. So also 1 part, which is 4 tablespoons. It makes really like tangy taste, add a little bit of sweet also. So you can put it, if you don't have it, you can use regular syrup. And 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. So if you are just making 1, you're just using half tablespoon. And 1 tablespoon of mustard. I only have a grainy mustard, but if you have like a regular mustard or Dijon mustard, it's fine. I just put it 1 tablespoon. And I will just keep it sesame for my garnish. So I will leave it like that and just mix it. So this sauce, I usually use without grainy mustard and also no sesame oil for my bibimbap sauce, because I don't use the sesame oil for bibimbap sauce, but if you want it, you can do it as well. It tastes really good. I can smell so good. So you mix it really well. I'm using whisk, so you can just combine well. So if you don't have whisk, just using fork or spoon, anything works. So you are about to be done. So we did more than half work. So it's just put aside. Now we prepare all those vegetables. This is the last part. So I use like iceberg, just regular lettuce, red cabbage, and then red pepper, and green onion, and I use cucumbers, and all different style. If you have any different vegetables, you can use it as well. Like if you want to put the carrot, you can put it. If you want, oh, I don't have red cabbage, but I have regular cabbage, you can do that. Like if you have other vegetables, you don't use it in your fridge and just stay there getting really dark, and then you can just cut it off. So it makes really good cold noodle together, because this is cold noodle as you see. So that's how I have it. And then if you in Korea, they put perilla leaves, but like if you cannot have it, if you cannot find it in here, then you just use what you can find. So that's how I got all those vegetables. Very thin slice, almost like the same size as my noodle. So that's the whole point. And then we can just make a plate. So we do the two different style. One, we made a plate with all ingredient mixed together. And second plate, we'll just do like what we get in Korea when you go to the restaurant and you order this Chuncheon Makguksu. That's how they serve. So I will show you the two different style. So first, we divide noodle in a half. So you can just loosen it up. So they are all cool it down. No water, little bit of ice. So we put it one noodle here. So I mix one directly, and then the other plate I will serve as is with the sauce. You can mix as you served. So about half? No, maybe you have more. Here we go. So first dish, we can put every ingredient separately. So you put lettuce, red cabbage, and cucumber, and green onion, and iceberg, and red pepper, bell pepper, and put your noodle right on the middle. So and you put the sauce on top of the noodle. Here we go. So you can share with your friends or family. This is generous 2 people portion, and put a little bit of decoration. And so you can put on top, you can put some place you put egg, the cooked egg, cut it in half, you put it on top. Some place you put like other meat, so you cut it, like you cook the meat and cool it down completely, and then you cut very thin slice, so you put it on top. So everywhere is a little different, but I will just put on the like vegetable on top. So that's the first serving. It looks delicious. And the second serving will be a little easier to eat. So let's put everything together. So iceberg, regular lettuce, cucumber, red cabbage, green onion, and red bell pepper. I like iceberg, I just put a little more. So it's all up to you. And put the sauce. 2, 3, 4. Generous amount. And then you can mix with your hand, of course. We can put some glove on it. Okay, and let's mix it. So all those vibrant color comes, and it looks so yum. Here we go. And then you can mix all together, so all the sauce got into your noodle well as your vegetables. And then you can put it directly to the plate. This is same as the other one. You can put it other protein like a cooked egg in a cut in half, or your meat cold. You cool it down, cooked it, cool it down, and then slice really thin, then put it on top of it. Do as you wish. And then put a little bit of a sesame. So toasted sesame seeds. So voila. So that's the two different style serving of Chuncheon Makguksu. I hope you can try, and it's so easy to make as you see. So hope you can try. Thank you.